Yeah, dude. So then I told her, I was like, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look. Dude, 50% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Nice. Nice.
Yo, what is up, everybody? How we doing today?
Wham.
My name is Midi80.
It's Chief.
And we are back with ADH Dads, episode 12. Episode 12.
I just realized I'm wearing the same thing from the other episode. I promise it's a different
He
day.
has not
This
changed.
is my favorite shirt.
No,
Deku.
we actually haven't seen each other. If you notice, I'm in a different shirt, and it's not because we film at my house or that there are or that I have other outfits. I guess he just has chosen to wear the same thing for 7 days in a row, and
My
I
favorite
chose
shirt, man. I wear a uniform all week, and not like a cool uniform. It's just polo, but I wear it all week, 5 days in a row, and then I get to the 6th day, and I get to wear my happy shirt.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it has been a week. It has been a week. Last time we recorded, it was just after Easter.
Yeah.
Yep. And, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and
now we're here.
Everything's been good. So yeah, I want to first off say welcome back, everybody. Welcome back for all the returning viewers.
Yeah.
Thanks for keep coming back. Hopefully we're a little entertaining towards you, or to you, not towards you, but to you.
I mean, you can be entertaining towards somebody.
I guess so. I guess you could,
Yeah.
And then as well as anybody new, welcome in, guys. If you guys are liking what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe or the follow button.
Yeah.
Let us know what you like, what you don't like in the comments below, things like that. Just let us, give us some guidance, right? Because
Take my glasses off.
we don't know what we're doing. No, but yeah, man, welcome back. You were telling me today, I guess we can just jump into some of the conversations. You were telling me a little bit today, you found out why your kid has been getting sick every week.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So what's up with that?
Oh, so our kid has been Jackson, our boy. They've both been getting sick, ear infections and stuff, but he's on, they were just finishing up, I think, his third or fourth round of antibiotics for strep throat.
That's insane. And in a short time span, too. It hasn't been...
Well, and, it was to the point where, okay, is it just, is his tonsils that weak? My wife was just let's cut him out. Let's just, tonsillitis. Let's just get rid of him. And I'm like, well, there's got to be a reason. I mean, this is just, you can't just start slicing them off.
I was going to say, could you imagine, coming home and your wife's just come here,
well,
Jackson?
It's unreal. And, I was sick a lot as a kid, too, but, I don't know. That's kind of what we were going with it. Well, she works in the school district, and so one of the daycare people that watch, or the 4K people that watch our son, they had said to her, because they had to inform her, one of the kids has gone home because he wasn't feeling his knee was swollen, just super swollen at the knee, and didn't think, she's like, oh, maybe he got hurt or something. So I called the parents to pick him up, take him to the doctor. Only to come to find out that he has, I forgot what it's called again. It starts with an R.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
It's not that, though. It's not that.
No, it's
the
swelling of the joints, I think.
Rheumatic fever.
Yeah.
And so it causes the swelling of the joints. And it's due to long-term, untreated strep throat.
So now, just your kid obviously has been treated the last 4 times he's had it, right? So it wouldn't affect him because he's had strep 17
no, that's the thing.
times,
So
right?
if you let strep go long enough without treating it, this can happen. But usually, people catch it.
Crazy. Yeah, I was going to say, because the swelling of the throat.
Yeah, or you cough or something, But they're thinking he had 3 months of strep.
That's crazy.
But the kid was not sick, didn't show really any other symptoms, so they never thought anything of it. Well, of course, that just happens to be one of Jackson's best buddies, so they share
hanging
stuff
out every day.
Yeah, he just we do a whole run of antibiotics. Fucking a week later, gets it again.
That's crazy.
It again, and it was just crazy, because we thought maybe it's why are our kids getting why is he getting sick, always, with this strep throat thing? And the thing is I haven't gotten strep, and neither has Mel or anybody. So we're this is so weird. Well, then found that out. And I mean, the kid's doing fine now. I got to the doctor, I got on meds, but yeah, I mean, like kind of scary too. And like, you know, a lot of people, because of course it's in a small town, you know, people ask like, well, are the parents good parents?
Yeah.
You know, and they always kind of ask like, well, are they, you know, would they have known? And, you know,
I mean, it could have been one of those things too that maybe he did show signs like right away, and like
Well,
some of the symptoms maybe had gotten better,
sure.
kind of thing, but they never like, you know, because like
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess focusing on the parent side of it, it was like, well, you know, are they good parents? Because in the district, even in any district, I'm sure if you talk to any of the staff or any of, you know, like my wife's a nurse, so she has to get all these things in line. You know, they do know of many, many family, kids, whatever, that maybe
parents who aren't
aren't
maybe
around or are very
suitable parents. Or
no,
like,
and they don't take care of their children, or they're, you know, they're coming to school in the same clothes that they left on Friday, and you know, kind of sad things. And so you're kind of like, what? Well, no, I mean, the kids got super parents. They're great. They're awesome. They just didn't think
like I said, that's what I'm
if
saying.
he's not
Maybe it
showing
was just
anything,
something that, you know,
yeah.
it just wasn't. It could be something like for example, like me and my wife. I would say like we parent completely different, right? Like she'll see something and be like, oh my god, Mavis is a little warm today. Mavis, I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, she's been running around. She's sweating. You know, like so
Wow.
like it's I don't know. We attribute I guess different things to different.
Oh yeah.
You know,
well, you
things.
don't
So
think
it could
anything
be,
of
yeah,
it.
and it's, you know, I would never,
But
you know.
But yeah, so it was one of those things where you're like, no, good parents, good kids. So, you know, I mean, my instinct, like if my kid coughs or, you know, after like 2-3 days, maybe not feeling well, I mean, their first instinct is to look in their throat and just see what's going on. And I feel like if they would have done that, but again, the kid wasn't feeling bad. So.
Right. So yeah, maybe
They
it
don't
just
know
didn't.
anything- they don't
Maybe
know
didn't
any
show.
better.
Maybe he's got like one of those like better immune systems to where it didn't.
Sure.
You know,
yeah,
he didn't
or
get the
just
fever. He didn't get
asymptomatic,
the.
or,
Yeah, you know.
But anyway, so yeah, it's kind of good because now that he just finished actually today his final dose of it, that
Final pill.
hopefully now will not get it and continue to get it for
Let's,
the rest of
let's
the
knock on some wood,
time.
guys.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
God.
No, yeah, that's crazy though, man. Just to think like something like that, like he could get sick, you know, and like he
Yeah.
kept getting sick, and like nobody, everyone,
Like the same thing, and we're just like,
and
what
it
is
wasn't
going
even
on?
like his fault. He was just trying to be friends.
Yep.
You know, like
Yep.
like what'd you do? I'm just playing with my friend.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, man.
But-
But I mean, good. I'm glad the kid is better. I'm glad,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah,
your
no,
son's
us
better.
too, and yeah, they're getting there, and yeah, we'll be good. But yeah, that was quite another thing we learned this week at the old house, so that's fun. But no, other than that, yeah, spring's coming. And we just got weird weather the last couple days.
Dude, I feel like we talk about the weather every time, but like, I feel like when you live in the
But,
Midwest,
yeah,
it changes so
I mean,
frequently. Like,
because I don't think they fully
I was
understand.
so excited for that 60-degree, 70-degree weather that we had.
Which we had, and
we
80,
did.
It went 80-degree weather.
It got
It
up
was
to
hot.
90. It got up to 90. It was
hot.
I turned my air on for 2 days.
Yep.
Like, it was hot. And then it dips back down. So now we're sitting in that cool 31, 32.
Well, yesterday we
degree-
had Dippin' Dots all day. I don't know if you noticed, like it was like the mini hail.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was,
no,
like
yep,
styrofoam, like
Yep.
little
I was
pebbles
driving. We had to drive
all day.
and do a pickup over at Target. And I took Ollie with me while Mavis was napping to give Brienne a little bit of time. You know, just 15 minutes, whatever, you know. But hey,
Yeah.
you know, 15 minutes that's a lot. But
That's what she tells me.
but no, so we're going, yeah, and as we're coming home, it was like like hitting the windshield really good, and but I mean, nothing to.
But that was
worry,
like yesterday,
But yeah, that was.
and now like this morning there was snow on the ground. Now there's not, and it was like kind of raining.
I'm
but it's
I'm
not
ready
raining
for
anymore.
like just give me like a 50. Give me a 50 or
Give me
60,
50.
just consistent.
Like you can keep this overcast. Just
Yeah,
give me 50.
Give me
Just give
50, 50 or 60 right in there.
I want to open the windows. I want to fall asleep
And I
to
don't.
that.
The other thing though, I don't want the breeze because like when that air starts blowing, then you get it's 50, but with the wind chill, the real feel is really
we
you know.
discussed
Then,
it, but I mean sometimes
yeah.
though when it's like warmer though, like I don't mind like just a nice breeze.
talking
Like, I don't mind, like,
about warmer though, dude. Like you sweat like a pig. Like you
Yeah.
walk out to get the mail and you're just like, oh my gosh. You
Well,
know?
I run so hot,
That's crazy.
which is
That's-
like because we were talking about it because my average. It's like the temperature. You know, you take your temperature. It's like supposed to be like 98.6.
yeah.
Well, mine.
That's just average, right?
Yeah, that's just average.
Yeah.
Well, mine is like 70, 97. Yeah, not 70.
I was like,
I'd
call a
be
doctor
dead.
now.
I'd be dead.
Kid.
No, mine's like 97 6.
So you're a little,
it's
war-
like
a little
degree,
warmer. Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
it's a degree colder. Is like my resting temp.
Oh yeah, because 98.
So then if
yeah.
the temperature is a little warmer, like I get hotter faster. And so like, yeah, I mean, like down in this basement is like my favorite area. And I just want to like at 65 degrees, 60 degrees, just like fall asleep and just drift off because it's amazing.
No, see, it's perfect down here, like I said, when it's a little warmer outside. Like, I don't want it to be 100 degrees in the basement, but...
Well, yours stays relatively the same. So, like, it'll stay this temp.
Yeah.
If it's hot out, it'll stay this temp,
right,
which
yeah,
is,
yeah.
like,
it'll,
a good
It'll stay,
cooling-
like, I would say, like, not, like, this exact temp, but I would say it stays, like, comparatively,
Yeah.
right? So, like, if the temp goes up outside, like, it might raise, you know, a couple degrees in here, but it's
But it
still,
stays
like, cool.
cool. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
always cool. But, yeah, no, that's... Yeah, we got... It's a nice little basement, dude. Nice,
Heck yeah.
nice place to come and cool off and
Oh,
run my little one shots at the table or
Yep.
something. And we don't have kids screaming at us, you know.
oh my God.
Dude,
I mean,
they were monsters today,
I mean,
man.
and for those of you, again, that, you know, listen and maybe have a little ADHD to yourselves, but today, I gotta admit, it was very strong.
Yeah.
I was in the car, like, because you get overstimulated over sounds and stuff, and, like, my wife drove us over here, and I'm just trying to, like, focus on I was just playing my Switch, and I'm just like, let's get over there, it's early. Well, then, like, kids are screaming, there's noises, it's all this stuff, and I'm just getting, like, overstimulated. I can feel my eyes, like, focusing in and out on this, like, I'm holding the Switch, and it's, like, going fuzzy and not fuzzy, and it's not like there's a problem, it's just, I had to take my glasses off. And then, like, everything's crystal clear, and I'm like, all right, so everything within my little thing is clear.
Your little bubble.
All right, just... I was telling Mel about it. I mean, she doesn't have, so, like, she doesn't fully understand, but, like, I get when kids are, like, in class, or they're trying to pay attention to people, or instructors, or whatever, or, like, your boss, and you're just sitting there, and, like, if you're not in the right mindset, then, like, yeah, you kind of, like, you're literally zoning out, but it's, like, everything's out of focus, you're not really paying attention, you're distracted, and you're kind of just like, you're looking, but I'm not there.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're like,
listening.
it's like you're like
Yeah, and
staring.
you want to.
Like, I see you, but I don't see
Yeah.
you.
Or, like,
I'm,
I'll snap
looking...
out, and I, like, look again, I'm like, all right. Like, I just try to get, like, and then I feel like the thing drifts, like, all right. And, like, you're trying, but, like, you just can't. And, like, that was today. Because we were trying to play that one shot upstairs right away.
Yeah,
and,
no,
like,
there was no way.
oh
There
my
was
God.
no way.
3 kids
We,
running
like-
around screaming. And then our wives are having conversations. You're talking to me across the table. And then, like, the dogs are running around. And then the baby's, like, screaming. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah,
I
the
can't.
best.
I'm not going to create anything here.
It was very nice when your kids took a nap and
Yeah.
Mavis took a nap. My daughter, Ollie just doesn't nap anymore. He just goes to bed at
Yeah.
8:30 is the time, usually the cutoff. But excuse me. And then we got blessed because your wife went and took a nap too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, everybody in the house
you
was
missed the best part.
yeah. Everyone was napping, so it was me, it was you, my wife, and then Ollie just sitting on the couch. Ollie had his thing; he was sitting doing something. My wife was playing video games on her computer. I was on this end of the couch. Jake was on, or Chief was over on, the other end of the couch, and we were
Just sitting there. I'm playing.
we
my
were both
Switch.
just playing Switch and just having like conversations while we were
Just
playing Switch.
quiet.
Like, yeah, it was
quiet.
it was nice. You could hear.
Oh.
I mean, you could hear what my dad used to say. You could hear a rat piss on cotton. Like, it was so quiet in the house.
I have not heard that one.
You've never heard that before?
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, my dad used to always say, he'd be
like
like, he'd be like, so quiet I could hear a mouse piss on cotton.
That's
I
pretty
mean-
good. That's quiet. That's quiet.
And that's how it was that quiet in the house, man. It was actually super nice, man. Like, super, super nice.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's the thing. Even though it was only for a couple hours, you really, like, learn to appreciate that quiet time.
Mm-hmm.
Brian always gives me a hard time. She's like, well, yeah, she's like, you stayed up, you get your quiet time at the end of the day. I was like, but I gotta stay up for that.
Yeah,
Like, if
you
it's,
want to just go to bed. Well, and I mean, and the other thing is just like acoustics alone are different. Like, you have hardwood floors, a little bit bigger room, so you have like more area for like sound to bounce and stuff. And we have a much smaller apartment.
Yeah, we don't have
And it's
carpet
just like,
everywhere.
Yeah,
that,
there's carpet everywhere. So like when it like you might hear noise, but it's usually like muffled through walls and it's not as sharp. But like when the dog's like running on the hardwood floor, you're just like, it's just jarring a little bit.
It was
like,
kinda...
just because of the day. I mean, it was Friday, so tied it on a little bit. So maybe I was just a tad hung today or something. But
No.
yeah,
Shout out to Joe. No.
what's up, Boots? But
yeah,
it
no.
was just one of those where I was just a little not ready to take on the day today.
Dude, I get that.
But
I have days like that too. I wasn't ready.
but it was fun though.
When
It's
you
been-
called me at what was it, like 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning?
Well, I got up at 6 o'clock.
I was
my
still
fucking alarm went off.
I was still sleeping, right? And I
Yeah,
was like,
I know.
and you
I know.
called. No, I tried to.
I
play-
actually was gonna call you at like 7:30, and I was like, I know he's.
I
Fucking
would have
sleeping.
answered it.
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have answered it.
You would have never answered it.
I 100% would have because our plan was to hang out today, and so like I needed those answers. You don't understand. Like we might plan to hang out, but if I don't have like exactly what time you're coming over, like I can't sleep at night because I'm like I know I got to get up, I got to finish the dishes, I got to touch here, do this, do that. Do I have enough time? Am I gonna set enough time? But like, if you call me the day of, and it could be, you could call me at 5 a.m, I'd wake right up, be like, okay, cool, you're coming at 11.
But see, that's one of those things that like, it's like what I tell my wife all the time, who, yes, like one of her deals is to like just do the dishes. Like that's one thing that just have those done. Well, for her, it's funny because she'll make that same argument and be like, well, I just don't know. I didn't know somebody was coming over. I'm like, if you just keep it clean as if somebody's always going to come over,
No.
then that's never an issue.
Okay, but
But like you said, you're thinking about it last night, the time I'm going to come over today. Why didn't you just do the dishes last night?
you know,
Because then you're ready regardless.
It
You're
ran,
like, fuck, you could have came in at 6 a.m. and guess what? Dishes done.
okay, it did run through my head. I was like, shoot, I gotta do dishes, and I did. So I started dishes. So here, hold up. So we had we had dishes in the sink and stuff, and so I started dishes.
Which is the other thing though. You have a dishwasher, so like
I'm the dishwasher.
no, you have an actual machine dishwasher. So like for me, it blows my mind because it's like, how do you have any dishes?
Well, dude,
Because
okay,
like every time I'm done, this is the little trick for you. Here, for all you ADHDers out there, here's a trick, and I learned it on TikTok. Don't put it down. Put it away. That's what it is. That's what it is. No. You bring out the ketchup.
Okay.
Put it back.
Oh,
Put
well,
it away.
I'm really good
Don't
at like
put it down.
I'm really good
Put
at
it
like
away.
cleaning up as I go.
Just
But
keep
like
doing
when
it.
it comes to
you're
like
done eating. Here's my bowl of ice cream.
No,
done eating. Guess what?
well, you gotta
Don't
like
put
rinse
Don't put
it.
it down.
You gotta
No,
rinse it
That's
quick,
fine,
you
but
know?
don't put it on
No,
the
but I
don't
don't
put it on
wanna
the sink.
do all that,
Don't put
you
it
know?
down. Don't put it down. Put it away.
No,
Put it in the dishwasher. Boom.
You know, and that's a great
Cool.
concept.
And then when you go to
have.
bed, guess what? You could stack everything in there, and then you could just go. Don't even have to wash anything. You just close it, hit the button, and guess what? You can go sleep.
That's a
And
great.
just let it go. Just take its 2 hours to wash your dishes. Done,
No, it's
man.
like I think
Done.
the one it's like 197 minutes, so it's a little over 3 hours. Okay, first off.
What do you care? You're sleeping. It doesn't matter.
Secondly,
God, we're just figuring out
no,
shit
like
today.
I don't know that it makes too much sense to happen. I guess you know what I'm saying. Like
That is
it's-
actually the most crippling thing. Is like we know better.
and,
can't do it.
Dude, I
Just
will.
cannot
I will
do
get
it.
it to where like I'm like clean on dishes. Right? I say clean because I used to work in retail, and like you would say, "Hey, are you clean on the truck? We're clean, right?" I get clean on dishes, right? They're all done. Everything's put away in the cabinets, out of the dishwasher. Dishwasher's empty, ready to go, and I'm like, "We're never gonna let this happen. I'm gonna rinse off every plate, and as soon as I'm done with it, I'll go rinse it off later. I'll just do this later." And the next thing you know, you turn around and look, and it's like,
But that's the point.
Yeah,
If
but
you just
it's-
did it the correct. Don't put it down.
like
put
I
it
said,
away.
like
Don't put it down. Put it away.
It makes so much sense that it just doesn't make sense.
Same
for
thing
me,
with your garbage.
for me to do.
Same thing with you're down here eating a snack. You know that's fine. Don't you get done with the wrapper? Don't put it down.
Oh,
Put
no,
it away.
This is my.
don't put it down.
This is
Throw
my
it away.
space. There won't be no garbage in
I'm
my
just
space.
saying.
But I
I've
get
seen
I
you
get what you're
eat
saying.
shit around your area.
Yeah, but
And
like
that's what I'm
the
saying.
wrappers always disappear. I don't.
I know.
I
I'm
don't hold
saying
nothing
like
down here.
don't put it down.
Okay.
Put it away.
Yeah, listen
It is set. Think about it.
again.
No, I'm saying it enough here in
I-
repetition so
again.
that when you're in the morning, when you grab like the milk and you're thinking about setting it on the counter and leaving it there for the next 4 hours, you're just gonna go. Put it
okay.
away.
Again, when it comes to like
Put it
cooking
away.
and ingredients stuff, I'm one of those like I'll use what I need and then I put like it away. Obviously, like with the milk, with anything, butter, you know, any spices or stuff. Once I'm done with the spice, I go and throw it back in the cabinet so it's off my space. I don't see it anymore. I don't know. It's just dishes are just one of those like hot buttons that I'm just like.
hate doing dishes.
It's just one of those that I just like.
so hard.
And the thing that makes me hate it even more is I just keep letting it pile up to the point where it's like, oh, this is a 45-minute venture now, you know?
Well, and the difference too is like we don't have a dishwasher.
Yeah, you do. Her
Us
name is
poor-
Mel.
Well, us poor peasants that we are.
Oh, poor pet.
We don't have.
Get out of here, man.
We don't have.
I'm gonna buy you one for Christmas.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we don't have a dishwasher machine. So, but this is the thing.
I am.
When it comes to like that and like laundry and stuff like that, I mean, I just let her take care of it simply because I do it. I do all my stuff, which I feel is way more efficient, faster, and better. However, because we don't do it the same way, it just screws everything up and it just causes arguments we don't need to have.
Mm-hmm.
So then for me, I'm just like, well, then you just do it then. But at the same time, you know, like, because she wants to do it too. Like she's like, no, I'll get it done. And you're like, okay, well, it's been 4 days. Get it done. Like, I mean, you know, you're trying to be nice about it, but it's this whole like, we've been together a while. I'd be like, no, fuck that shit. Get it done now. That's ridiculous. Don't keep lying to me. That's what I tell her now. I go, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. If you knew, you would have done it. If you know better, you would have done it.
Yeah, my grandpa used to have a quote like that all the time. He'd be like, something would happen. He'd be like, oh, sorry. He's like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
like,
no, exactly.
What do you mean I'm not sorry? He's like,
exactly
you wouldn't
what
have
it
done
is.
it in the first place if you were sorry about it, right?
Exactly.
So don't say you're sorry because you're not. You know?
Stop lying to me.
So don't lie. You're not sorry.
But yeah,
You know.
and like laundry is the other thing. We got away from drawers, so we don't have drawers.
Mm-hmm.
Like we do have some for like underwear, sock, and whatever drawers. So like we have those.
Why get
but
rid
like
of drawers?
everything for like a dresser.
No, but why did you get rid of it? Like, did you just pull out the bottom
No,
half
we
of
have-
drawers, or like?
No, we had dressers, but then she really wanted it. We had this we have a walk-in closet,
Right.
and so she wanted to just hang everything.
Okay.
So then I'm like, oh, okay.
See,
whatever.
I'm a big fan of hanging stuff too.
I like hanging the shirts and stuff, and then we just fold the jeans, pants,
Yep,
whatever.
I hang all my shirts, and Brienne actually made a comment. She was like, "I've never seen somebody with this many shirts." I'm like, okay, like it's not that many shirts. Okay,
I
first
have
off.
a lot of shirts.
But it's a decent amount
Yeah.
of shirts, right? You know, but like it's, and I'm just like, no, I just hang all my shirts. Like
Yeah.
I fold the pants, I
Yeah.
fold the shorts.
But we
Right?
have the cabinet on the top, so we just stack shorts and pants. They just have their own little shelf. But it's all shelves and it's all hanging. We don't
Mhm.
have any drawers. So
Yeah.
that's the other thing is she likes that. I don't mind it.
I
But
like the drawers.
hate putting it away.
I like the drawer. See, I hate folding.
I like
laundry
folding
in
clothes.
general.
I like folding clothes.
I
But I want to be able to go scoop, done.
So the only
Scoop,
reason I like
done.
to fold clothes is because there are clothes that need to be folded in front of my face, and as you clear that space clears up. You know what I'm saying? So you have a basket of clothes right here.
Mm-hmm.
You fold it, the basket goes away because it's empty, and now you have a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
basket-sized space now that you've cleared up, and you feel great about yourself, right?
Yeah.
But the thing I don't like about folding clothes is because you put something away, and then you take it out like right away, right? So it's like one of those things. It's more of a isn't that more of like a cosmetic thing? Like it's not. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a necessity, but it's more
I
of
feel
like a.
hanging clothes. You're right. Like if you can like page through, and you want this shirt, and you can take that shirt undisturbed.
Mhm.
But things that are in a drawer, say you're 3 shirts down, and go, oh, I want to wear this shirt today. Now you're moving it. Now you're getting it. It's starting to get ruffled, and the piles are starting to get. Now you have a pile of shirts in your drawer, and it's not the same thing.
Well,
And that's
then,
where I do like the hanging, but I hate putting them away.
Then the
I
other
hate
thing too,
hanging
I'm like
every-
super OCD about is like I have to have matching socks.
Oh,
like,
I don't care.
No, I have
don't
to.
care.
Like if I don't have a matching sock like this sock, I have a stack of socks like next to my dresser that don't have matches and don't have pairs, and I probably won't wear them
I
again.
think I'm totally. When you're not here, as a prank, I'm gonna talk to Brienne. I'm gonna sneak over here, and I'm gonna take one of every your socks. Every one of them.
I will never
And
wear
you'll
socks
never
again.
You'll never find a matching
No, I'll just
pair.
never wear
no,
socks
and I want
again.
to see you like go through it.
Well, that'll
and
be
I'll,
hard, though,
video-
because-
I'll, like have a camera and just have you go through. Be like, what the hell's going on? Because after like a couple, you're like, oh, maybe they're just
Okay,
lost in laundry. Maybe not. And then you're gonna go through like your entire 10 minutes later. You've gone through every single one of your socks. You're like, I can't find one goddamn pair.
No, but okay.
And then
But like that's
I
the thing,
wanna
that'll be hard
see-
to do because like for example, like you buy a pack of socks like these, right? And they're all that color.
But that's what I'm saying. I'll take them.
You-
No,
you're
I'll
just-
take the one sock. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you took one of these socks, I still have 8 more of these socks, 9 more of
I
these
see what you're
socks. You
saying.
see what I'm saying?
I see
So
what
you'd
you're
have to literally almost take all my socks.
Well, now I'm gonna have to buy socks. and then I'll just like, because some of them have like you get ones with like different toe colors and different like word letters.
I'm just
So I'm
like,
just gonna I'm gonna slide just one of each
I
of
don't,
those.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I will not wear
That's so
socks if
weird.
they're
My
not
kids
matching.
don't even care about that.
I don't know. I'm like,
Oh.
no, Brienne doesn't either. Ollie doesn't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Don't matter to me.
Mavis just started keeping stuff on her feet, so I guess that's that. But like, no, Brienne will come home and she'll have like one sock that goes up to her knee, and the other's like a sock that you can't even see through the shoe. I'm like, you went out like
that's
that?
weird.
Dude, she's just weird.
But that's.
But no,
weird,
she'll
though.
have
I
two.
mean, that's
okay,
weird.
maybe not that extreme.
That's weird.
Okay, that's not that. But I mean, like,
Okay.
but like two completely
Yeah.
different socks, right? That's like, yeah, that sock's like red and yellow and green, and this one is like blue and purple.
Yeah, like that
and,
I don't care.
yeah,
That's fine.
I'm just like, why? They don't match, man.
But yeah,
they don't
think-
match.
That would be
I don't
really
know.
strange to me to do like half calf.
It like
Half calf or full stock, like tube sock, and then just have like an ankle biter. And
I
you're
know
like,
what I'm getting you for Christmas.
I won't wear them.
Don, we now are gay apparel. I think you're gonna wear them. Isn't that a thing?
It is.
It is. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Fa la 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 la.
Oh man, that's funny.
That is pretty good. And
Huh.
that's not derogatory in any way. That is a song.
No, yeah, and it's just I don't know, has
We're
something
not
to do with
saying
like
the socks are
clothes that
gay.
make you happy or something. I don't know what it means.
It's fun attire. So
Yeah. What did one thing I guess I don't know. I guess I have nothing else to say about.
Jesus. Okay.
Socks
That was-
and-
Thank you, Ben. Thanks, Ben. Next subject.
Yeah. I mean, did you have anything else to say about socks? And I'm sticking to our schedule here. Did you not see I wrote it down?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We have
No,
nothing
we have
written
nothing
down.
written
Where? No, we started playing. We started learning a song on piano today. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Peaches.
Peaches. Have you guys? If you guys haven't seen the Mario movie,
Peaches, peaches,
highly
peaches,
recommend.
peaches,
First off, the movie itself is
peaches,
great.
peaches.
Right. I saw it. Like it didn't get that great of a score on like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah, you didn't like. People were like, oh, essentially like too safe. Like didn't try and it was like you don't. But like my argument is you don't have
Too
to do anything.
safe?
Yeah, like you didn't go outside of you had.
Did they not?
No, someone-
Did they
someone-
not have the wisp?
No, so
The little
dude,
wisp
that,
in the cage?
that little thing was
That was like
morbid,
that was
and
straight.
I loved it.
That was the impersonation of death itself.
like
Was that
finally, what did it say, freedom or
And
something
I
like
think
that.
all the kids in the theater pissed their pants with Luigi and like the spooky world.
Oh, dude, when the dry bones came up, Ollie
My
like
God.
was like
Yeah.
leaned over to
Like
Brienne.
everybody's
but,
like losing their mind.
No,
Like,
it got. I guess I don't know. I haven't checked it in like a week or so, but I checked it. I just wanted to see like what people said about it. Go ahead and pull it up.
Since we have these
But
pocket
it didn't have the like popular opinions on it, and I was reading some of the reviews that people were giving it, and they were like, "It's too safe. You had so much potential to develop character stories and continue on with stuff like that." And
You're right. 59%.
yeah, dude, that's what I was saying. I saw a 90 something. I was like, "No way."
Yeah,
No.
that was the audience score. So the audience gave it a 96.
I loved it. I thought honestly because here's my opinion, right? So someone's like you had so much potential to develop the stories, you could have done it. My personal opinion, like why fix something that's not broken?
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's asking for a developed story about Princess Peach or Mario or Luigi. Like the story's already in place.
mean,
The story's been in
yeah.
place for 20 some odd years.
Oh, 30.
Right? 30 years.
It's like 85, 86, I think.
Yeah, 30, 40 years almost, right? That the story's been in place. Why do you need to fix it, right? You're
Yeah.
just retelling a story in
mean-
like today's times.
They did still kinda. I mean, you weren't just in the world. You know what I mean? Like, there was a real world.
Right. Yep.
And then...
And then there was, but I mean, if you
Yeah.
remember, there was a Mario movie that came out. It was a live action Mario movie when we were
remember that
kids. When we were kids, right? But
that one was...
it wasn't
was
the best
okay,
movie, right?
but
It was
that
all right.
was-
But I feel like if you compared them side by side,
That was
like,
not a children's movie.
but if you compare them side by side, I'd say I would think that they're kind of similar, right? Because they're just two regular plumbers trying to do this thing. But the only big
was
difference is
two-
one was animated.
Whoa.
One was animated.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm like
You cut
getting
you
ahead of
off
myself.
here.
Shut-
Get
what do you
you-
mean? That's
Get
water.
you a water.
It is water. No, like one was like animated, right? Versus the one that wasn't. Like if you
Yeah,
watch
but you
the story
could
side by side,
recognize-
it's kind of similar.
Yeah, but the older one, like Bowser, was I forgot. I'm gonna butcher all the names. I don't remember the names, guys. But he kind of was dragon-like, but not.
Mm-hmm.
And the Goombas, were like
Well, right,
terrifying
but-
creatures.
but again,
Here,
that's-
I'm gonna have you put a picture of a Goomba
Oh, from the old
from
movie.
the live action.
All right, yeah, and this
We're
is
gonna
what.
put it right here.
And then, but then,
Terrifying.
like I said, live action versus animated.
Yeah, but I
Right?
mean, I think you could have done a better. Like, think of like Sonic the Hedgehog,
That
live
was just
action.
terrible. The
Loved
first
it.
one.
Loved it.
The first one was like super bad though,
No, I
wasn't
loved
it?
it. No, like I would say it's the same kind of thing. Where like I really liked it. My kid loves it, and it was good.
I
enough
never
to get
watched it.
Sonic
I'm just
2.
going based off what people said.
Yeah, so like.
But I remember.
So you're a band. You just jump on bandwagon.
Yeah,
You
obviously,
don't care. You don't
clearly.
do any research
Yep,
whatsoever.
yep.
Okay.
Who won? Yeah, you know.
Noted.
Go Chiefs for this year.
Noted.
All right, whoever's winning. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, no. No, I didn't watch the new ones. Honestly, but I heard from what I heard. Not that one. That's not the one I'm talking about. The one before that, where he was like looked like he just came out the dryer.
No, so
That's the one that I was
got
like, I don't want
changed,
to.
though.
I don't want to watch that one.
No, but that one. So that was the original one.
Right.
But then they didn't like the way he looked. So like his eyes were too
I didn't
narrow
either.
and beady. So then they ended up changing it
Okay.
before and then released a different one. But like, I mean, that got 64%, only 5% better.
But
But
that's
I'll
what
tell you
I'm
what,
saying.
they're
Like
my kids' favorite movies.
you watch but the thing that like makes me mad though is like people are like they had so much chance to expand and give
Yeah.
Luigi more of a backstory so then you can branch off into and like okay
I would say there wasn't a lot of Luigi.
there wasn't but I mean like I said
the last part was cool.
I'm going based off of my opinion about it and like the game is called like Mario. Well, I guess their last name is Mario, so Mario Bros, right?
Yeah, right.
But anyways, like no, like I mean it's I
Fun
don't,
fact: his name is Mario.
Mario and Luigi Mario. Their last
Yep.
name is Mario. So if you didn't know,
Now you do.
now you know. Go to some trivia nights.
Chicka-ching.
Now you can get a point.
Get a tattoo.
Just get a tattoo.
I
But
had one.
no,
Back
like
of my
so
leg.
so yeah, so they were just mad. They were just like, yeah, it didn't like expand on anything. There wasn't and like but like why fix something that wasn't broken? I think they did a great job. They told a great little story. Like it wasn't, I don't know.
Well,
But I
and-
feel like anywhere you go, you're gonna have people who disagree or don't like, right?
Yeah,
You can't
but I mean,
appease everybody.
I feel like it was like a huge hit.
Yeah.
Like money
And then-
wise, I feel it made a bunch of money.
Oh, it made ridiculous amounts. And
Yeah.
then I don't know if you heard, but people were super mad about like Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong.
Which,
And they were like, how dare he didn't even go into character, but like he went in to like the interview essentially. And
Donkey Kong doesn't talk.
no, but he told them, he said, hey, I don't do funny voice characters.
Yeah.
And tried out for the part, and
He just has a funny voice.
They decided to hire him based on that, and then people were pissed about it. People were like up in arms, like he didn't even try, and like it's just like
But that's the thing. I mean, when you're making it completely organically like that, Donkey Kong doesn't have a voice.
Mm-mm.
The only thing he's like, ooh, ooh, he just makes the monkey noise on like Smash.
Right.
When do you do like the little thing?
Yep.
That's it.
yeah,
Otherwise, you have the little music in the background.
DK
Yeah.
Donkey
But
Kong.
that's all you have.
Yeah, no, but yeah, people were mad because they were like, you didn't even try, and he was just like,
Well,
he went
I
in
didn't
though.
know it was him. So like after like the first bit, I'm like,
Wait a minute.
I was like, is that? No. And then it's like the little fight they have or whatever, the competition thing. Sure enough. I'm like, and then he's and it's like stupid ass laugh. And then I'm like, yeah, it's Seth Rogen. But it was good. I thought it was good.
No, I thought the movie was really good, but and it was besides the point. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm a
Well,
huge advocate. I think it
And
was
the
a
whole
great
point
movie.
is that in the movie, Bowser,
Bowser played by Jack Black, dude. He
played
did
by Jack
okay.
Black, is perfect.
He did such a great job.
Oh,
I think because there are times where it's
So
like when
amazing.
he's talking and doing like his voice or like in character for Bowser, obviously, like you almost can't even tell it's him. Like
No.
and like when he first started to sing, you're like, whoa, hang on, and like you had to listen, but yeah, it's 100% his voice, right? Like obviously, but like he came out with a song in the movie called Peaches, and it's
Well, and that's the interesting premise is that Bowser is absolutely so Peach already lives in this world. She's Princess Peach.
right. Well, she was
She's
put
she's
there's
the
a
leader of the
baby or
Toadstools.
whatever, right? Yeah,
so
and
she's
then
the leader of the Toadstools.
they crowned her queen.
They did, and then there's Bowser out there, and he is absolutely in love with her.
Crowned her princess. Sorry, not queen.
Yeah,
Crowned
Crowned
her
her
princess. Yep. Yeah, and then
But-
he's in love with her. But that takes after the Mario Odyssey. I don't know if you ever played
Which,
Mario
but
Odyssey.
again, that I haven't, but that comes much later, right?
Right,
So-
but I mean, like they kind of played off a little bit of that because
Sure.
in that one, like there's the big wedding. At least from what I've seen online, I haven't personally played it. I own the game, I just haven't played it.
Oh.
But I know that there's Bowser, he's in a tux, and there's Princess Peach, and you got to go save him, and then there's all that. So like, I'm assuming they pulled like some of the
Yeah.
story, I guess, from that. But,
I mean, the Easter eggs alone in that movie are just, I mean, from the first scene.
right.
I'm in there, and they're in the Punch-Out
The
cafe.
dude, I played so
And, like,
much
yeah.
Punch Out as
And
a kid.
the guy who does the original voice for
Mhm.
Mario.
He played
The,
Jumpman
"Ooh-ha."
or whatever.
Ooh,
Mhm.
it's me. Like, that guy is, like, because of course it's Chris Pratt and Charlie Day are, and they did a commercial or whatever, and they're like, and he just kind of asks, like, do you think the accent was a little strong? And then, like, the guy who voiced him
it was
like,
perfect.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
And you're like, and you look back, you're like, that's the guy. And he just goes back to playing
Yeah,
Punch-Out.
no, and then
But just, like,
so many like Nintendo innuendos
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
but it was good. Like I said, again, super
yeah,
good.
you should
Jack
really
Black
go
did
see
it.
If you're a fan at all of any of those Mario games, like, there's so many different pieces and parts.
And overall, I think they did a great job just telling the story, right?
Yes.
And all the
Well,
stuff.
it for a kids movie. That's the thing. Like, it is a child's movie. Like, for the most part, I mean, we're gonna go see it for nostalgia purposes. But like, when you have kids that are growing up playing, Mario, and like we look at our kids, it's like, you're not gonna put all this backstory and all this stuff in it. Like, you want to keep it moving as if it's a video game. So,
right.
like, they find this thing, they go here,
They
Luigi's
get this
lost,
power up. They fight this
power.
boss.
They have to train, and like everything moves in like 5 to 8 minute increments between different scenes in the movie. So like, after 85 minutes, 90 minutes, I mean, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, they
like,
beat
it's
the
not a
game.
very long
They beat,
movie. Yeah,
beat the game.
and
right?
you get through it, and everything gets wrapped up, and it's nice. And then they leave it open for a second one.
I don't know if they
But-
really left it open for. I guess like the introduction of, because if you did notice in the field of Yoshis, there was not a green Yoshi. Right, so when
No, I thought they found the egg.
the egg was the green Yoshi, right? Because it
Yeah.
had the green spots on it.
Yeah.
But if you notice when the Yoshis were all running in that field, like when you first
Yeah.
there was not a single green Yoshi.
Yeah.
Right. So the green Yoshi that like Mario rides and stuff, that was the one that hatched in Brooklyn, right at
Yeah.
the end of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So spoiler alert. Sorry, too late. But no. Yeah. I just thought that was interesting too, because I didn't notice that there wasn't a green Yoshi until I was watching like little things about it. And I knew the egg was going to be like, okay, that's a Yoshi egg. That's the green Yoshi.
Yeah, it's
but
the Yoshi. Yeah.
I didn't notice like the little detail. Like there was not a single green Yoshi in the entire Mushroom Kingdom. You know?
And I mean, and they give you everything. They
Yeah.
do. When he's training with Peach, you have like the side scroller version of like Super Mario, like the original Super Mario Brothers. So you have like, he's jumping on, hitting boxes and stuff, but then they had that 3-dimensional spin on it where you can jump to different platforms, and then you're fighting Donkey Kong, same kind of thing, and then you get power-ups at certain blocks that you hit and coins that you collect, and then they do a little Mario Kart deal in it. And so like, it was great because it crossed all of the platforms of like Mario, and then
Yeah. No,
it's
it
pretty
did.
good though.
Like I said, it was really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Anyway,
Pardon me. But anyway, so yeah, there's a song Peaches that Jack Black sings.
Yes.
Super good, super catchy song. So today we were messing around on the piano trying to learn it, and
we got down the
I thought it was
first part.
funny. Yeah, I feel like we got
We're like half of it down.
Give us like a week or so. We're gonna be like performing this on Broadway kind of thing. No big deal.
God,
That'd
would
be
be.
that'd be kind of interesting.
that'd be crazy, because neither of us can sing.
I can sing.
Okay.
I know I can sing.
Okay.
My son has never once told me I'm a bad singer. Although he has turned to my wife while she's singing and be like, "Mommy, it's okay. I just want to listen. It's okay though. I still love you."
And the worst part, Mel can sing, but she never will. Trust me, if I had any like talent like that, I would do it all of the time, to the point of exhaustion and annoyance to everybody. We're like, we get it.
If you had any,
you can sing.
So you're saying you
Yeah,
have
I'd go
like
to every karaoke night and just be like, what's the song? Okay. Just like kill it, every time.
oh my gosh, I don't even know. I
don't
think I
even-
know this.
Oh baby, baby, and just start singing like anything I want.
Oh,
It'd be
that's
perfect.
funny.
But yeah, I can't sing at all, and I hate myself every day because of it.
Dude, what are you talking
Pitch
about?
Perfect.
Remember when? God dang it! Remember when? I was gonna say, remember?
No, I don't. I know what you're gonna ask me.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah. No, I don't remember.
Dude,
I drank
we sang.
25 beers.
Dude, we
I
sang.
don't remember anything.
We sang karaoke, like lights out karaoke, man. You and me, we
I
rocked
was
it.
I
dude.
was out.
No, but like we were amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
I do. I have videos of it. Brienne sent videos.
Cool.
So, like, it was great, and then I saw the videos, and I was like, God, I sound like this.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible. Terrible.
I'd watch it again.
In my own head alone,
I'm
an
best.
amazing singer.
Yeah, I'm like, I can hit every
Any
note.
type of record, or even just, like, listening myself through a microphone, no, it's terrible. Garbage.
Could you imagine even trying to edit these podcasts? I gotta listen to myself. Like you, I can like, okay, cool.
I mean-
That's Chief. Yep. And then I hear myself. I'm like, oh God, like what?
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
cut me
It's
out.
definitely a lot easier listening to these back now, after we got a few episodes up. Now I don't hear it as much anymore, but it definitely sounds different than what I think I sound like.
No, yeah. I listen. It doesn't matter. We've been doing all the podcasts and everything, but I've been streaming and stuff, and I've watched my streams back. I've watched my YouTube videos back, and every time it's just cringe for me.
Yeah.
You know, I like watch it. I'm like, ooh, like I said that, or I did this, or oh my gosh, I posted this how long ago, and this is what it looked like. Like,
Yep.
you know,
Oh yeah,
just no bueno.
no bueno.
No
man.
bueno.
No bueno.
But no, it's been fun. But yeah, no, we're learning Peaches, so we're gonna try to.
Try to
Learn that.
perform that somewhere sometime.
What did you say to me? So I was sitting there trying to learn the song, and I was moving my fingers across, and I messed up the note, and I turned around and I was like, it's A sharp, you dumbass, like not.
Oh yeah. So like.
I'm like putting myself down. Nobody else is there. I'm yelling at myself.
Yeah. Well, we were talking because there was another thing. Of course, we ran on TikTok. Was like, or a comedian says that whenever what they say said daddy issues really have a hard, or men have a really hard time with daddy issues. He's like, have you ever had your man, like, you know, fixing something or whatever, and he misses and hits his thumb, and he's like, oh, you fucking idiot. That's his dad. That's his dad yelling at him.
Dude,
And
see-
it's like, he's not mad at you. He's not mad at anything else. He's mad at himself, and he's just attacking himself, and that's his dad.
Dude, and
And
you know
it's
what's funny
so
is
funny.
I never thought about it. It's so true.
Oh, yeah.
It's so true. Like I said, he called it out when I was playing piano, and I was just sitting there. I was like, do 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 do. And I was like, God, like, dude, fucking. It's
Well, you're like
fucking
yelling.
A.
Yeah, you're yelling at your finger. Like, why did my finger
I'm like,
not
why
just do that?
I was like, why'd you press like C? It's A sharp. Like press the A
I'm
sharp.
like, that's
fucking
your-
A, you idiot.
that's your dad?
And he's like, yeah, dude. And then I stopped and I started thinking about it. I was like, God, I do that with like a lot of like I'll be playing video games and be like, I'll press like a button. I'm like, I get excited, hit a button. I'm like, circle,
Yeah.
circle, hit circle. What? Why did I just hit square? I meant to hit circle, you know? Or I'm getting super mad and I yell at myself like, you idiot! Like, dude, why did you fucking hit circle?
Well,
dude?
and like, I'll reduce myself down to the lowest thing ever and go, it's square, X, circle, square, X, circle. Got it. And then, like, go play the game again. And
Dude,
you're like, jeez,
like-
why was that so hard? And then the best is when you, like, get it right after that. You're like,
yeah.
why the hell?
Like
couldn't
why did I struggle?
couldn't do that?
Like why
couldn't
couldn't
I
you do it
that?
the first time? And I ask myself that too. Like why couldn't you get it the first time, huh? And like you just go and just set everything down, you know, and it's but yeah, dude.
It's
It's
so bad.
that's you know, it is what it is, right?
But no, but yeah, it's a good movie. What else we got going on, man? What's new in your what do we got coming up here? So we got my daughter's birthday's coming up.
Let's see.
Next month is all of our birthdays.
On Friday, I'm going out of town for the day.
Oh, where are you going?
Going down to Iowa for a visitation for my
Oh, that's
college
right,
wrestling
yeah.
coach.
Yes.
So I'm riding with my buddy.
Yes.
We're gonna ride down together, and it's like a 4.5 hour drive. We're gonna go down, we're gonna pay our respects, and then we're gonna come home. So it's gonna be a
Quite a
long
day.
long day.
Oh,
It's gonna be one of
yeah,
those like
it'll be a long day.
I had another buddy who said we could stay with him and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see where we're at with that. So we might just stay the night and come back the next morning, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm doing that. Let's see. My dad's birthday is coming up on Thursday as well, so that's the night before I leave for the visitation. So it's gonna. This week sucks.
This is in May.
My dad?
Yeah.
April 27th. We're still in April.
Oh God, I'm stupid.
Look, see, you can see right there. It says 4. But yeah, no, and then so
yeah.
in 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, it's like everybody in this house right now. It's all their birthdays. It's yours, my wife's,
My wife's.
your wife's, the
And your
dogs.
dogs.
Like all, like that's half the people here. You know, like all
It'll
birthdays. So we'll probably go do something for that, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know,
what if we just did a giant podcast?
Just look, all we want for our birthday, that's what you got to tell,
Is them. Yeah,
is them to be in the
Oh,
podcast.
that's perfect.
I doubt it'll work.
That's perfect. We'll have them just chat with each other about stuff. Same kind of thing.
Dude, I don't know if they could pull it off though.
I don't know. They're
Like-
just gonna sit up here and stare at each other.
Yeah, just be like,
yeah, this was fun.
mm-hmm. Like,
Cool.
I just want to go play The
Because
Sims.
obviously we carry all of the talent.
Oh,
So,
I mean, obviously, like, not only that, but the good
couple
looks too.
whole
I mean,
bags
look, you
on
know, I mean,
here.
like, I'm not trying to toot
what
my,
are we supposed to do?
Yeah, not-
I hate this light. Look at my face.
like,
It's so
that's
light.
my
Oh
bad side. Let's
God.
switch chairs. Well, this is my worst side. You know, yeah. You know, I mean, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I definitely got the good looks
Absolutely,
in
yeah,
this
sorry.
relationship. You know, I mean, like, no
Durr.
offense, you know.
Oh, of you and your wife, I thought you meant between us.
I used to tell my brothers that, because they're both taller than me. My younger brother and my older brother, they're both taller than me. And be like, yeah, we're taller. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You got the height, but I got the brains, the brawn, the good looks, and I just like start listing stuff, and I'm like, and you know, and unfortunately, you guys will never have that.
That's what movie.
But
just
no,
drop on the height, you fucking giraffe.
Yeah,
And then just move on. Just height shaming him.
up high, and then
Bitch. God, that was really funny.
oh my gosh, dude, that I love 21 Jump Street. I
It's a
freaking
very good movie.
love that movie. Oh, I need to rewatch that movie. I just rewatched Moneyball not too long ago. I kept getting a bunch of
I mean, that's kind
clips.
of different
uh,
direction there.
different, but I'm just talking about
not
like,
necessarily a comedy, but yeah,
This-
it's good.
you know, you don't really laugh too much in that movie, you know.
There's funny
But no,
moments.
I think it was a good movie. I watched it.
The Chris Pratt movie.
It's not Moneyball. Wait, yes, it is. He's in that
He's the
movie.
pitcher.
Yeah. No, he's the first baseman. He's the catcher who they moved to first baseman because he
Oh, I thought he was
couldn't
the
throw the
pitcher.
ball anymore. No.
Never mind.
The pitcher. I don't know.
I'm like Kevin.
No,
or
that
is it-
was
I'm
the one
like
with Brad Pitt.
in there.
Yeah, and
I'm
Jonah
like Brad
Hill
Pitt.
and-
I don't
and
watch
yeah.
baseball.
I don't either. I just know that.
I just know math.
Yeah.
I don't watch
I just,
baseball.
yeah, it's a pretty good movie, pretty
Yeah,
good
it was good.
sports movie. But no, I want to rewatch. I gotta rewatch like Step Brothers and stuff like that, dude. Step Brothers is a movie that no matter how many times I watch it, I laugh every time. I've been watching that movie for years, dude. The movie's just so funny.
I'm on that whole okay, so there's like for me, I feel like there's a Will Ferrell thing with me where it either like slaps or it's hot garbage. And
Choose your next words, wife.
no,
I'm just
So
kidding.
this- and I mean, and then there's ones where like great the first time, second time, third time, like I get it. And so like they're like Talladega Nights, I can watch that one
See,
over and over again. It's got the same guys, but like just the jokes and the way the characters are played, I think it's hilarious. But like Step Brothers, like I get it. The funny thing for me is like that singing scene in the car, you know, and stuff, like the fucking Catalina wine mixer, like that's funny. There's like the other pieces to that movie are really funny, but them just like screaming because they're upset children and like when they're like yelling at the dad, like "This is a fucking present," like
That's
that kind of stuff.
hilarious.
Like, I mean, like it's funny, but like I kind of just moved on.
So,
you know, I don't.
so I get what you're saying though, because I'm in that same boat where you have like the movies that are with Will Ferrell, and like
Yeah.
I was never a huge fan of Will Ferrell. Like there's a couple movies where, I mean, maybe I have to go back and rewatch them because I haven't seen him in a while because I kind of wrote him off the first time I saw him. Like, what's
Yeah.
the one where like he's ice skating?
So that one is Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
And I like that one.
I'm
too.
not like a huge fan of
I
Blades
like
of
that
Glory,
one.
right?
Yeah.
The other one, what's the Semi-Pro? Like it was
I hated it.
okay.
I hated it.
It was all right, but like
Didn't like it.
Talladega Nights, it was
Awesome.
fine. It was okay. I could watch it once, you know. Maybe I'll watch it again. Like I said, like, and
Well,
I was younger.
The other guys, or
I thought the other guys. The other guys.
guys
Okay,
good?
so the other guys, like, I liked. I thought it was funny.
Gator don't play no shit.
That's one that like I like it. I think it's funny, but I guess you could say it's kind of in the same boat where it's like okay, like at a certain point you're like
Yeah.
okay, but like Step Brothers for some reason there's
Yeah.
something about it where I
And-
just like I
And
see
there's
it
nothing
and
wrong with that.
I just like.
Yeah.
It's just I'm like the movie's playing in my head right now as I'm talking right now, and I'm just like laughing
Yeah.
at like scenes, you know? Like I just think it's funny.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, and it's like you said, you know, obviously like
But I think every movie
each
like
his
that,
own.
though. Like you'll always have like the ones that you super duper like,
mhm.
but then it's not. You know, like so I look at. I've been self-aware that I say like a lot, and it's really annoying to me. It's like a glass shatter moment.
I started saying like when I was in it was really bad when I was in 7th grade, so I lived with my grandpa in California, so I used to hang out with like all the valley girls in California. Like I went to like the store and like
I'm gonna try to stop
there wasn't
myself, 'cause I
like
keep catching it. It's really annoying.
anything that like I
Bothers me.
really liked. So like I like
Yeah.
yeah, no, and
That's
that was
what I'm
me.
hearing in my head
That
right
was
now.
me in like 7th grade. So I became aware of it early in life and was like,
Yeah.
okay, we are gonna change that. Now I still say it, but definitely not to
Yeah.
that extreme. But that yes, I've been there.
And you can say that about a lot of other movies, simply because. Which one? I just had it in my brain too, and then of course I got off track.
What? You get off track?
Yeah.
No.
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 I don't remember. Anyway, yes, there are movies with a lot of actors that like you can watch a lot.
You can watch and,
And
then
then-
you're like, yeah. No,
Then you're kind
I
of
100% agree.
you get burnt out of it.
There are movies that, like I said, there's movies that I see that I'm...
Super Troopers. That's what I'm thinking of.
Super Troopers. I think Super Troopers is funny.
I can watch that over and over. I can watch it after each other and still laugh every
See,
single
and
time.
that's probably
It's
the
been on
same
forever.
as Super Troopers to you is probably Step Brothers to me.
Yeah.
You know, I can literally watch Step Brothers. And the other thing too, like the other one, 21 Jump Street. Like I think that movie's hilarious.
It's
I think
pretty good.
I think the other thing too, it's like thinking about it, it's one of those that God, now you got me all self-conscious. I'm trying to think about not saying like. I just want you to know now I'm like, just like, oh, how do I not use this word? But no,
I just won't talk.
I I was having like someone to like share those moments with or watch those movies with,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then it makes it funny because you both laugh at like a certain
Yes.
moment,
Yes.
right? So then you can come back and I can quote that line to you and we're both just on the floor laughing kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think
Well, it's fun to watch things again. So, my sister and like my parents, they're definitely people that if they see the movie, like once, they're like, "All right, I've seen it." No interest to ever see
watching
it again. And that blows my mind.
No,
It blows my mind.
so
If
I
I
think-
watch a funny ass movie, I can't wait till the next time I watch that movie again.
and with
And
someone,
then remember
right?
all these parts. Yeah.
Yep. So that I think that's the thing.
'Cause sometimes you catch more.
Is exactly right. Or like I said before, is if we watch a movie together and there's a part that's super funny, right? Like no matter how many times I watch that movie, every time I see that part or that part comes up, and
Yeah.
and you might take like that part of the movie and adapt it into
Yeah.
your life or whatever. So then every time you see the movie, you're gonna laugh at this part because
Mm-hmm.
it has to do with this, or like every time you think of this, you're gonna laugh because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I feel like watching it with like someone, you know,
Yeah.
or important people to you, things like that. That it,
Yeah.
you know. Now I'm all self. I really don't want to say too much more because now all I'm thinking about is
Yeah.
how many times am I saying the word like, and I'm trying to count it in my
Isn't it
head.
terrible how like you're
Like
like my brain just shuts down.
you just did
when
that to me.
I know.
I was ready to
I've
go,
been doing it to
and you
myself.
just
I've been doing it to myself
you
all day
literally
since I
just,
got over here today.
like shut me down.
I said
I
it,
don't know
yeah.
what else I want, and I'm not trying to just say cut the podcast short, end it, but I don't.
It sucks.
I'm slowing down what I'm saying to make sure that the word like is not in it,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
used. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I feel like
It's terrible. Yep. Now we got to sit on that for like 3 days before
Thanks.
we like normalize again.
thanks, dude.
Stupid.
Look what you did to me.
Stupid.
Wow. Well,
Anyway.
guys, I think that's gonna be the show for today.
Sorry I ruined it.
We wasted the good surprise on you.
See, another good movie.
Well, I think any Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I could watch Happy Gilmore. I could watch Billy Madison. I could
Comedies.
watch
Comedies I could
yes,
watch
a
again.
lot of the comedies I
Yeah.
could watch. Right. I get Step Brothers thing, but then there's also some of those
Well, some of these got drama ones too that they're good.
other
I
movies
just-
that I could watch. There are some movies though that I don't think I could watch again because you know the twist. So,
Yeah.
for example,
Mhm.
like The Departed, right? The Departed is a Super good movie.
I thought you were gonna go through Adam Sandler movies, but
No, The Departed.
no, it's just any movie with a twist.
No,
Alright, then
no,
let's go
it's
with,
just
how about Along Came a Spider? Have you seen that movie?
No, and I probably won't
Pretty
because
good. Morgan Freeman.
Spider
It's not bad.
in the
Double
in the
Jeopardy.
movie?
That's another good one. Not really a twist.
I'm pretty
kinda.
sure I've seen Double Jeopardy.
Alright.
There's certain ones. There's certain ones that like after like a big twist or something, then you know you're like okay, like that's the bad guy. I know he's the bad guy. I know like
Yeah.
you know everything. God, I can't. Now I'm just like I'm frazzled right
It
now
sucks,
because
dude.
of the word
It sucks.
like, and
It's
you
horrible.
you ruined it for
Yep.
me.
I've been beating myself up all day.
I'm
because
telling
I've
the
noticed it,
boss.
everything I said. Yeah, it's terrible.
But no, there's certain movies that I feel
Yeah.
after you've seen it, like Inception,
Yeah.
right? You know, 'cause
Well, that one
you
still
kinda
kinda
know
leaves
how
it. I
it
mean-
leaves it up for interpretation. But the director came out and literally said, like, you know, it was
Yeah.
reality because and I can't remember there was if it was or no, one of the actors. Who was the one guy?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not him, the other one, the older one. But he was like, if I'm in the scene, it means it was reality. So if you notice that something happened and he wasn't in the scene, it was the dream, or it was the dream in the dream in the dream, the Taco Bell and the KFC inside the mall, inside the, you know.
I think you watched a different movie.
Oh, that was the South Park version of it.
Oh.
But no, no. It's like a
That
Taco
was
Bell and a
not-
KFC inside of a mall inside. Yeah. But no,
That's funny.
I love South Park, dude. I could watch
It's
so
hard,
much South
yeah.
Park.
Well, that's one that like certain episodes and like the way they push the envelope with jokes. That's really funny. But to watch that like constantly, all the time, I just can't. Same with Family Guy. Like I started really hard, and there was a lot of good episodes and stuff first couple seasons. Then afterwards, it's just kind of like to watch that day in day out, like reaching for jokes and trying to get them. And a lot land. I mean, it's very successful, but
No.
I just have to like take a break. And then if I watch a clip, I'm like, that's fucking.
But no, when one of the actors though in the movie Inception was just like, you know that it's real because, what did he say? If he was in the scene, then it was real. It wasn't a dream. So there were parts of the movie where he wasn't there, and you're wondering, is this real? Is this fake? Because remember how the one guy, he was the older guy, and he was just like, if you have this thing, like spin it or whatever, or do something
Yeah,
with your
that was
with
the
your
whole
thing.
thing. Is like,
Yep.
if it spins, if it continues to spin,
Well,
then
and
it's
then
not
everyone
reality.
questioned it because
If it
at the
fit
end of the
through.
movie it spun, but then it wobbled.
It wobbled just a second. Yeah,
And then
stopped.
everyone's like, but wait, but like it didn't stop, it kept spinning. So everyone's like, oh wait, like,
Yeah.
and then boom, it cut. You know, so but I mean, like, knowing the ending, there's certain movies where it's just like it's a good movie. It was a great movie in the moment, but then since you can't experience that ending first, or, you know, or for the first time again. Is there any movies or any maybe video games or anything like that you think of that like you wish you could experience for the first time again that like you saw and you were just like, what? You know, or that was just so surprising it just like
I mean, I've seen a lot of shit. So for me, I don't know. There's a lot of movies I would love to see, just to see for the first time again. But like, you know, like surprise ones. That's kind of.
or maybe not even like see again, but like experience for the first time. Like for me, like if I could experience like the God of War series again for the first time,
Oh, okay.
going through it, right? And you're just that excitement that you get, or the learning the knowledge of everything that's leading up to that point in the game, and you know, just like re-grasping the story for the first time. You don't have to answer it now. Maybe food for thought for the next time. You know.
I mean, I don't know. I wish they did more with it, but Darksiders.
Okay.
Like, I loved that first one. That first game they did with War was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and, like, I don't know. I just really got... And it kind of, like, comparatively to God of War, it's kind of similar with, like, mechanics and, like, the way you have to climb through things and, like, solve stuff and whatever. Well, I mean, I was so excited, like, after that. And you get this sense of, oh, he's got brothers because he's one of the 4 horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
And then finding out when Darksiders 2 came out, and it was his brother Death. And so then there's a game about him, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, I just, like, because it came out kind of a long time after.
Mm-hmm.
So the second I saw it, I'm like, holy shit, they're doing the second one. that's awesome. Because then I think of like the whole campaign, and I'm like, oh, they still got the other two. Then I guess I can't remember. I don't even know if they did the 3. I know they like kind of rushed the other 2, and it didn't
Right.
play well. But I would say that, like movie wise, would be honestly Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Then waiting till the end of the credits, not knowing that there's something there, because they kind of started the whole end credit stuff.
The end credit scenes.
And when they come in and Tony sees Nick Fury in his living room, you know, he's like, can I help you or whatever? He's like, yeah, I'm Nick Fury, and I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. And then it cuts. And to be the first movie to see that, and you're like, no. Like, they're not gonna. No. And then the Hulk comes out. Then Thor comes out. Now everybody's waiting until the cutscenes, and they're leaning into the movies. And then you had the first Avengers movie where they all fought side by side. You're like, this is what we want. And
so
then
like
they just continued to build and build.
So,
and
so yours would be like you're experiencing that end of scene moment because
just that first one for me to think about what's gonna happen. You know, be like, what if they? Oh my God! Like, what if they did all this? And then you see a Hulk movie, like you see individual movies come out, and you're like, oh my God, are they gonna do these for all the superheroes? No. And then there's bigger movies, and then they introduce more characters, and then there's references, and they did it in a pretty solid, good way to introduce characters, you know, and like tied everything in, you know, and that stuff like that was like really cool to me. So like watching the whole Infinity Saga again for the first time, seeing all the movies, that would be cool.
No, yeah, that and like I said, like watching a movie or experience something to experience that like it happened. I think the biggest like example you could use is like a video game or a movie or something that like you watched because it happened so quick, you know, in that hour and a half, 2 hour movie or whatever that you're doing that all of a sudden just something boom and you're like, what? And then that surprise is gone.
I think it's crazy because I don't think there's a lot of like super huge reveal movies like that anymore because like I'm referencing another one, like the other ones I named, they all have twists, but another one is Primal Fear. So it's Richard Gere and Edward Norton, I believe, and like it's an older movie, and in there it's like a whole court thing. If you hadn't seen it, you've had 30 years. So basically,
spoil it now.
Basically Edward Norton, his character, I think he killed somebody. I think is what happened. So he's on trial, and then Richard Gere is like trying to, you know, defend him basically or whatever, or I think it's to prosecute him. Well, then they're going through this whole thing, and it's back and forth, and he's playing such like this coy, like young guy, whatever. And then in one of the interviews, they notice that like he just becomes incredibly like rude and very like, you know, like shut your fucking mouth, like just immediate like behavior changed. Well, then they're like, oh my God, he's schizophrenic. And so in the trial, like he's trying to get him to have that guy come out and like badgers him, and then, or the lady does, one of the girl attorneys, and then he like goes from this timid little guy to like this really aggressive like Orga, and they're like, yeah, see, like he's schizophrenic, you know, like get a mistrial, whatever. And then at the end of the movie, he goes to talk to him, and he's like, that was a pretty good show, wasn't it? And you realize he made it up the whole time, and he got off with murder by convincing everybody through the whole movie that he's actually schizophrenic, and did it at certain point, like, and it was all fake. And then like Richard Gere just has to live with that now, knowing that he got away with it, and there's nothing he can do. And it was like,
what's the name of that movie?
Primal Fear. It was, I mean, that was one of those ones that really stuck with me.
I mean, the way you describe it, it sounds like
the way, because I mean, you got him like interview on tape, and they're like, yeah, but see, rewind that, you know, and they're like really inspecting the way like he does these like shifts, and like you see him kind of like change, like you feel like he changes, you know, like you watch Split, right? And you know how he changes kind of thing, like you see it kind of take over.
Isn't that the one where he has like 16 different,
26
like,
different,
or whatever it was? Yeah, different.
It was Patricia.
That movie was...
Yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, you should see Primal Fear. It is an older movie. It's 90s, I think, but really good. But they did it right. There was a lot of movies back then that... And my grandpa had all of them. So we would just like throw them in. And you're like you're following along, you're seeing all these things, and they did a really good job at like the end of the movie, to the point like if you watched them all if you were in that era and watched them all, you're like, oh, where's the twist ending? Like it was just common, but looking back, you kind of missed that because you do have some of that now, but it's not as
right.
I think one of the closest one is probably Frozen, when you realize that Hans was evil.
Yeah.
Which I kind of didn't. I didn't have a good feeling with him the whole movie. But then you see him.
I feel like a lot of stuff is you can watch a movie now and be like, "That's him. That's the one. Stay away from him."
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I feel like it's way more telegraphed, and maybe it's because I watched all those other movies that like
I don't
trust
we've
anybody.
been conditioned.
Yeah,
from
I don't trust
a young
anybody.
age.
But yeah, no. There's just to have that overarching like, all right, and it just the whole thing shifts. And you're like, no, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like you were watching your show, Suits, and.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you're like, well, is he bad? I'm like, I've already seen it.
Like
but
this guy,
you want to,
but
but
yeah, no, it's all how they paint him,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like we're up on time. So,
oh, is that it?
I mean,
You're gonna charge me extra?
I might bill you by the minute now.
No,
No,
all right.
no, we got to keep these in a
that's fine.
reasonable,
Yeah,
time frame.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe next week we hang out early again, huh?
Sure.
Because like we hung out early.
Well, we've been
today.
We've been here for like 10 hours.
Yeah,
now.
and then like 2 o'clock rolls around, and we're like, God, it's like 7 or 8, and you look and you're like, it's only 2. Like we still have our whole day.
I know.
It's all a mindset thing.
It is. That's why you get here before noon.
That's right. But yeah, guys,
Alright.
let us know, what is something you guys wish that you could experience again for the first time. Like,
Yes.
tell us in the
Movie,
comments.
Video game.
Whatever it is, like a life experience, something
Let's
like
keep it clean. Maybe not, lifestyle things.
Listen, whatever it is.
We would agree with you on most of them, but let's keep it to
put in the
something
comments, regardless
tangible,
of what it is.
A song that you
no,
heard for
it
the
doesn't
first
matter.
time.
Throw whatever down there. Let's
wow.
hear it. But other than that, yeah, let's shout out Joe Rogan.
Two Bears, One Cave.
Again.
Our buddy Jack.
Yep, Jack on Victorious POD just
Hell yeah.
started up again on YouTube with his sports podcast. Also just started a video game podcast.
Oh yes,
called
the Game Boys.
The Game Boys. Watch out for that one, buddy.
Yeah.
Nintendo's gonna come a knocking.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
go
it's good.
check them out.
Yeah, they just they review video games.
Yeah,
And
they just play
They
video
give a
games
top
review,
20, and
so-
they have
Yeah.
like
So check them
comments
out.
about it. It's
Check
pretty
them
good.
out.
I watched it. It's pretty good.
But yeah, no, I did too. I was just laughing at the name. Nintendo's
The Game
coming.
Boys.
The Game Boys.
There's a
but-
space in it. They don't need that.
I mean, yeah. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, no. Otherwise, yeah. Joe Rogan, Two Bears, One Cave. You guys, if you want us on, let us know.
Anytime, man.
We could make the. You know what? In my busy, hectic life, I'll make the time for you. Okay.
yeah.
and,
And I'll go drink for drink with Bert.
What? I'll do it too. I won't
think I
last
could.
as long, but
No, you won't.
no, you won't.
You can go drink for drink with Tom because he doesn't really drink that much.
Perfect. But anyway, regardless, this video was sponsored by. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody yet.
Bush Light.
Bush.
Bush.
But no, yeah. Again, ADH Dad. I think.
Mhm.
There we go. Episode 12 in
Yeah.
the books. Yeah.
See
Like
ya.
I said, let us know which one to leave.
Sorry, we're kind of burnt.
Yeah.
Burnt out today.
Nothing left to talk about.
Well, this is why we do podcasts when we first hang out. Because
It's
been 9 hours
I'm not
of drinking.
gonna lie. We wasted all the good stuff.
9 hours of
upstairs.
drinking, and we both just pounded 2 half-pound burgers before we came down
Okay,
here.
I lied.
so-
We didn't waste all the good stuff, but we had a lot of good conversations upstairs.
Yeah.
Maybe
God,
for
we
another
talked
time.
about what did we talked about, like aliens and Jesus,
I feel like we-
Jesus and
And yeah.
the whole story, creation stories and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, that's good. All right, everybody. Next time.
Dragon Ball Z.
Do 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 do